Today, I thought it would be good to talk about CBD ads for all networks. So we're talking about Facebook and Instagram, Google, native ads, display ads, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. Whether you're a CBD business owner or you're a marketer and you're trying to run CBD ads, or you could be thinking about getting into the CBD business. One of the things that CBD is a booming industry right now, right? It's on fire. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's growing every year. Okay, and one of the challenges that you're going to face in this industry is advertising. There are industry-specific networks, for cannabis, which have been set up, which you can use as an advertising tool, but they're not trafficked, right? There's not a lot of traffic on them. They're very expensive because CBD businesses don't have a lot of other options. But basically, if you know what you're doing and you figure it out, you can advertise your products on any network. But what I'm talking about specifically is direct ads, just like you'd see for any other product, right? So if you're advertising, compliant products, whatever, clothes, fashion, I'm talking about advertising CBD products in exactly the same way and doing it consistently and doing it compliantly. What we really, really focus on and we specialize in is running compliant advertising for the CBD industry. Obviously, as marketers, it's our job to solve problems. It is our job to identify issues, problems that people are having, and finding solutions for that. One of the problems that we identified 3 or 4 years ago was that this huge CBD industry was having enormous problems advertising their products on traditional networks. And so we identified that problem and we started to develop solutions for that problem. The thing with CBD and advertising on these networks is that you have to just keep trying. And it's hard when you keep failing. So every time you fail, you need to identify the reason you failed and then scratch that off and then try again. And obviously there are protocols that you can follow. We've developed a lot of protocols when it comes to advertising CBD products on, let's say, take Google, for example. Every network is different. They all have different things that you can and cannot do, or can and cannot say, or can and cannot show, right? And it all comes down to a couple of things, basically. And one is the website or landing page you're driving the traffic to, the sales copy and creative that you're displaying on your network for your ad, the actual products that you're running in your advertisement. These things change the dynamic of the ad. So many businesses out there just give up, right? So there's some of the largest CBD companies on the planet have completely given up advertising. Let's say, for example, on Facebook, they're just like, yeah, can't do it. And if they do it, they get their ads up for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and the ads go up, and a week later, the whole ad account's disabled, and you're back to square one. Because you can get ads approved. That's not hard. You can get ads approved for a certain amount of time. What's hard is having your ads consistently run on any network for CBD, and also having those ads, being able to scale those ads. Because the first step is just figuring out how to run the ads, right? And that's fine. But the other thing is that once you do that, how are you going to optimize them? How are you going to scale them? How are you going to create a paid media ecosystem across all networks that find your perfect audience and follow them everywhere, and make sure that your CBD brand is the brand of choice and your target audience become the brand advocates of, right? So like, I only buy this product because it's the best and because you see them everywhere, right? Not only is part of the challenge first getting the ads up there and getting them consistent and reliable and scalable, it's also, it's also having the knowledge of advertising in this industry, understanding the personas that you're selling to, understanding the buyer's journey, and understanding how to create that ecosystem across all networks. So no matter where your audience go, your ads follow, the appropriate ads follow. If you're in marketing, you're trying to solve this problem for people in the CBD industry. The only thing that you likely care about is, can I run the ads? Is it possible? And the answer is yes. The best tips and advice that I possibly can. Many of you probably know you can't drive traffic to your CBD website, right? Because the ad networks use an algorithm that scans the products and understands that this is non-compliant industry, and that's how your ads don't get approved, right? So a lot of people obviously have figured that out, and they create landing pages, which are unfortunately a lot of the time have no products on them. You can show your products. you can, yes, create a landing page, but you cannot remove all your products, because if you do that, you start paying for traffic to go there. They're going to first click on your ad, and that's another problem. A lot of agencies I see out there trying to run ads for CBD, they're running copy with, let's say, a picture of a woman stretching or doing yoga, and it says something like, products are amazing for health and wellness. That's it. And that's the ad you're going to run with. Yes, it'll get approved, but if that's your ad, number one, nobody clicking on it knows what the hell your ad is advertising, right? So probably just clicking on it just to click on it, right? Then they get to your landing page and it has no products on it, and it has all this very vague sort of information about health and wellness, and how click here and you'll see. So number one, none of the clicks that you're getting are targeted clicks, right? Because nobody that's clicking on them knows what the hell you're selling. And number two, once they get to the landing page, they still don't know what you're selling, and it's just too many clicks. So what you're going to end up with is a whole load of irrelevant clicks and no sales and loads of ad spend, right? So you're going to lose all your money. So yes, you can run ads for CBD technically, but they're not going to work. They're not going to convert. The skill is actually creating advertisements that show your products. So when you're targeting that audience, they know what it is you're selling, right? So they see the ad and they go, oh, that's CBD. It needs to be clear. So when you get the click, it's somebody that knows what it is they're clicking on. And when they get to the other side, when they get to the landing page, it also needs to show the products, right? The issue is not showing the products necessarily. The issue is a lot to do with the keywords that are on the landing page, the source code that's in the landing page, and the ad copy, right? So what's in the ad copy. And the other thing I mentioned was that it's different on every network. So what works for AdWords is not necessarily going to work for Facebook. Facebook tends to be the most temperamental of all ad networks to run CBD ads from. That's just the way it is. It is a challenge every day because they are not very communicative. They're very compartmentalized, right? So there's not a lot of communication with Facebook. So it can be difficult to deal with them sometimes. But like I said in the beginning, persevere. You have to keep going. You have to keep trying, and you have to keep learning. And eventually you're going to figure out what it is you have to do. Because at the end of the day, Facebook, they want your ad spend. They want you to run the ads. If you persevere and you test and you test and you test, eventually you will figure out, what you can do and what you can't do. And what you can do is very, very good. It's also the network with the highest reward, the highest ROAS, right? Because Facebook is almost the perfect network, the perfect demographic of people that would use CBD products are all on Facebook. Google is far more flexible if you know what you're doing. It's a lot easier to run, very, very consistent, very, very powerful ad campaigns from AdWords. With the correct strategies, you can run totally compliant ads on AdWords. And like I said, the placements you can use there are powerful. Google Shopping being one of the best placements for your ads, right? So Google Shopping is very powerful. And yes, you can do it for CBD. Another ad network, which is really, really simple for running CBD ads, is Snapchat. So Snapchat is very lenient on what it allows for CBD. It's not as effective as Facebook, as Google, right? It's not the same, but you will get traffic, right? And you will get sales, you will get conversions, right? Twitter is also good. It's also a good choice. It's a good demographic. The conversions are good. It works well. TikTok is another one where things are up in the air right now, right? It's a new network. The ad side of TikTok is new as well. I'm not sure what their official policy on CBD is going to be. You can go on there with a piece of content, and go viral and get 1 million followers, in 2 days, right? Businesses should be on there, and also businesses should be advertising on there. And we have to diversify. We can't keep everything on one platform because that's the best performing platform. If I can help you in any way, if any of the team here at Icarus can, throw it in the comments, and we'll answer it. For anybody interested, in running CBD ads consistently and profitably, if you want to do that, get in touch. We can certainly help you to do that, or we can completely take over and run it all for you. Not a problem whatsoever. So yeah, like I said, I hope this video was informative. I hope it was helpful. All right, guys, take care. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.